Two passports can look almost identical, yet one may open dozens more borders than the other. In 2026, the difference between the world's strongest and weakest passports is enormous. The passport at the top of this list can reach 192 destinations without obtaining a visa in advance. The weakest can reach only 23. But there is another surprise. The United States is nowhere near number 1, Europe dominates the middle of the ranking, and one passport from the Middle East has completed the fastest rise in the index's history. Welcome to Peak Selects. Today, we are counting down the 10 strongest passport positions in the world, according to the latest Henley Passport Index available in July 2026. The index compares 199 passports across 227 destinations. A destination counts when a traveler can enter without obtaining a traditional visa before departure. Several countries have identical scores, so some positions contain multiple passports. Instead of choosing countries arbitrarily, we are keeping every tie. Let's begin. Number 10, Iceland and the United States. Starting the countdown at number 10, Iceland and the United States both provide access to 180 destinations without a visa arranged in advance. Iceland is a small Nordic country with a population far below most nations on this list. Yet its citizens enjoy a level of travel freedom matched by one of the world's largest economies. Its participation in the European Economic Area and the Schengen area provides Icelanders with extensive mobility across Europe. The passport also performs strongly across the rest of the world. The United States has a more complicated story. The American passport once occupied first place in the Henley ranking, but it gradually lost ground as other countries expanded their visa agreements faster. In 2025, the United States fell outside the global top 10 for the first time in 2 decades. Its 2026 score of 180 puts it back in 10th position, but the passport remains far from its former dominance. Number 9, Liechtenstein and Lithuania. One destination higher, Liechtenstein and Lithuania share 9th place with access to 181 destinations. Liechtenstein is one of the smallest countries on Earth, positioned between Switzerland and Austria. Its passport benefits from deep integration with the rest of Europe. It proves that the physical size or population of a country has little connection to the international mobility enjoyed by its citizens. Lithuania reaches the same score from a very different historical position. Since restoring its independence in 1990 and joining the European Union in 2004, Lithuania has become part of a broad network of European travel agreements. Today, the Lithuanian passport stands above those of several much larger and wealthier nations. Two very different European countries, separated by more than 1,000 kilometers, but equal in global travel freedom. Number 8, Croatia and Estonia. At number 8, Croatia and Estonia each offer access to 182 destinations without obtaining a visa in advance. Both countries have transformed their international mobility since the final years of the 20th century. Estonia has become known for its digital government systems and close integration with Northern Europe. The country is also a member of both the European Union and the Schengen area. Croatia joined the European Union in 2013 before entering the Schengen area in 2023. Those developments strengthened the freedom of movement available to Croatian citizens. Their shared position also reveals how close this section of the ranking is. Only 2 destinations separate 8th place from 10th. A single new visa agreement can move several passports up or down at the same time. Number 7, 8 countries. 7th place contains the first major tie of the countdown. Australia, Canada, Czechia, Latvia, Malaysia, New Zealand, Slovakia and Slovenia all provide access to 183 destinations. This group stretches across 4 different regions. Australia and New Zealand represent Oceania. Canada represents North America. Czechia, Latvia, Slovakia and Slovenia form the European group. Malaysia is the only Southeast Asian country at this position. That diversity matters because there is no single route to creating a powerful passport. Some countries gain mobility through regional integration. Others rely on long-standing diplomatic relationships, economic influence or reciprocal travel agreements. Despite their completely different geography, population and political history, all 8 countries arrive at exactly the same score. Number 6, Hungary, Poland and the United Kingdom. At number 6, Hungary, Poland and the United Kingdom provide access to 184 destinations. Hungary and Poland benefit heavily from membership in the European Union and participation in the Schengen system. Their passports offer more than short-term visa-free travel. As European Union citizens, Hungarians and Poles also possess extensive rights to live, work and study across the bloc. The United Kingdom is the unusual member of this trio. British citizens lost their automatic European Union freedom of movement rights following Brexit. However, the British passport still retains broad short visit access around the world. Even so, its long-term position has declined. The United Kingdom was once near the very top of global passport rankings. Sixth place demonstrates how quickly other countries have caught up. Number 5. 5 countries. Austria, Greece, Malta, Portugal and Switzerland share fifth place with access to 185 destinations. 4 of these countries belong to the European Union. Switzerland remains outside the Union but participates in the Schengen area and maintains close relations with its European neighbors. Malta is particularly notable because it is the smallest European Union member by population. Despite its size, the Maltese passport competes with those of the continent's largest economies. Portugal and Greece combine European mobility with extensive international connections. Austria sits at the geographical center of Europe, while Switzerland maintains one of the world's most internationally connected economies. These countries have very different national profiles, but their passports produce exactly the same travel score. Number 4. 11 European countries. Number 4 is the most crowded position in the entire top 10. Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway and Spain all provide access to 186 destinations. This enormous tie demonstrates Europe's dominance near the top of the index. 10 of these countries are members of the European Union. Norway is not, but it participates in the Schengen area and maintains extremely close travel arrangements with the bloc. Ireland also possesses an advantage that the number alone does not fully explain. Irish citizens retain European Union rights while also benefiting from the common travel area with the United Kingdom. This highlights an important limitation of passport rankings. The Henley score measures the number of destinations accessible without a prior visa. It does not measure every right attached to citizenship. 2 passports with the same score can still provide different rights to live, work or study abroad. Number 3. Sweden. Sweden stands alone in third place with access to 187 destinations. That single additional destination separates Sweden from the 11 European countries tied directly below it. Sweden combines membership in the European Union, participation in the Schengen area and an extensive diplomatic network. Its passport has remained near the top of global mobility rankings for years. In the latest update, Sweden moves into a ranking position of its own. At this level, the differences are extremely small. Sweden is only 5 destinations behind the passport in first place. However, 2 full ranking positions still separate them. Number 2, Japan, South Korea and the United Arab Emirates. Second place is shared by Japan, South Korea and the United Arab Emirates. Each passport provides access to 188 destinations without obtaining a visa in advance. Japan and South Korea have been regular leaders in global passport mobility. Their strong economies, extensive diplomatic networks and broad reciprocal travel arrangements keep both countries close to the top. The United Arab Emirates is the major story at this position. The UAE began far below the traditional global leaders but has climbed approximately 60 positions over the past 2 decades. That represents the largest upward movement recorded in the history of the Henley Passport Index. By rapidly expanding its network of reciprocal visa agreements, the United Arab Emirates has moved from a regional success to joint second place in the world. And yet, all 3 passports remain 4 destinations behind the leader. Number 1, Singapore. The strongest passport in the world in the latest 2026 ranking belongs to Singapore. Singaporean passport holders can access 192 of the 227 destinations measured by the index without obtaining a visa in advance. That gives Singapore a clear 4-destination advantage over Japan, South Korea and the United Arab Emirates. For a city-state of roughly 6 million people, this represents a major diplomatic achievement. Singapore maintains extensive economic and political relationships across Asia, Europe, the Americas and the Middle East. These international connections have helped the country establish broad reciprocal travel access. But passport rankings are never permanent. Visa rules change, diplomatic relationships shift and new agreements are signed throughout the year. A passport can even gain access to another destination and still fall in the ranking if its competitors improve faster. For now, Singapore remains number 1. 192 destinations, and the widest international travel access offered by any passport in the world. Which passport's position surprised you the most? Write it in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to Peak Selects for more rankings and stories from around the world. Thanks for watching.